And for best practices, we think that narrative should be shifted towards policy discussions within the political party itself. Because as a political party, even if you are not in governance, you should have an alternative to the citizens that you provide. So we as NDI decided to engage all the 17 political parties to take them through the theories of policy development processes.
As a commission, we actually see this particular training opportunity that is available for political parties leaders very, very much important, because it will actually aid and help them in their day-to-day administration of their respective political parties. And quite apart from that, that is what's one of the main focus of the commission, to see that political party leaders are capacitated at the end of the day for them to be more effective and efficient.
The United Nations Coordinator in Sierra Leone, Dr. Babatunde Ahonsi, has said the 2030 agenda cannot be achieved without due consideration of migrants and mobility. He said this during the United Nations country team training organized by the UN Network on Migration and the International Organization for Migration.
The COVID-19 pandemic has fundamentally impacted human mobility, while also underlining the many contributions made to societies by migrants, providing essential and frontline services. With many borders closed and global mobility dramatically slowed, we are witnessing, through a range of state practices in response to the crisis, the potential for the GCM to navigate these new challenges, as well as given the heightened vulnerabilities many migrants face, the increasingly pressing need for its fuller implementation.
So what can we do as stakeholders, as the UN, as IOM, as government, civil society, and other stakeholders, to address all the challenges and gaps in terms of migration in Sierra Leone? So basically, we are trying to see ways of working together to coordinate our efforts in terms of really focusing on the key challenges which migrants are facing in this country, and also to find a way forward how this can be.
The Minister of Higher and Technical Education has officially launched the Tertiary Education Commission Needs Assessment Report. The Minister, Professor Alpha Tijan Wuri, said the establishment of technical universities is a deliberate move by the government in strengthening the middleman power, which will contribute to national development. He added that the country will soon have 6 new technical institutions with support from the Kuwait government.
But His Excellency the President has now separated basic and senior education and technical and higher education. It is deliberate to even put the word technical before higher education, because we now want to marry the hands-on, the competency-based issues, along with the theoretical-based issues of higher education. And opportunities to redefine the role in the transformation of Sierra Leone's educational landscape. I urge all of you to feel free to leverage on whichever area of the report you deem.
Key indicators used are good governance, financial sustainability, staff and programs quality, relevance and parity of esteem, community services, and effective and efficient service delivery. The study assessed the availability of resources needed to support teaching, learning, research, and community services in the accredited institutions.
ECOWAS Parliament delegation paid courtesy visit to the Elections Commission, the Constitutional Court, Media Regulatory Agency, and also the Minister of the Council of Ministers and Parliamentary Affairs. The Speaker on those visits emphasized ECOWAS' commitment to support the election process in Cape Verde in whatever way.
As you recall, a lot of the issues that we have had recently, all in the context of elections-related issues, either people are tampering with constitutions, or people are not having free and fair elections. And this is most of the targets in the population, anger, and the results are there for every one of us to see. So as a community parliament that represents over 300 million citizens of ECOWAS, it is our responsibility that wherever there are elections, we go in to see how prepared the country is, to see how much support we can give as an institution, apart from the fact that we are sending our observers, but we want to also ensure that the country is by itself prepared. And when we talk about preparation, it's not just about the commission. How engaged are you with the political parties? How engaged are you with the candidates themselves? Because we are so proud of Cape Verde. We are so proud of Cape Verde, where we have had multiple democratic transitions, peaceful transitions, and we really want that to continue. I explained to you that we are very interested in the conduct of the elections in Cape Verde, and we are here to give whatever support we can give as a community to the people of Cape Verde.
Smallholder Commercialization and Agribusiness Development Project, SCADEP, under the Ministry of Agriculture, is implementing a World Bank funding project in the country. The project is to train farmers on improved methods of adding value on agri-produce, and training is on the way in Makeni, where farmers right across the country are targeted.
We have been working with farmers and groups who undertake production and then processing and marketing. But the support has mainly focused on providing processing facilities for them, storage facilities. Of course, we've undertaken some trainings for them. But we think it's now time to move beyond those support in terms of infrastructure and machinery to now also address the skills gap. That is where we want to bring them together and teach them, get experts, teach them best practices in how they should plant and how they should process and work.
This activity will contribute to us not only enhancing the capacity of key sectors along the oil palm value chain, but also boost productivity in a wider sense of the country. As you may already be aware, the session we are having here today is limited to oil palm, but the overall activity covers similar sessions on meals already held in Oloko. The rice value chain, which ended in Makeni yesterday, and the poultry and cocoa value chains, which will be subsequently held here in Makeni and Kenema respectively.
That's all we have for you in this edition of News Brief at 1 p.m. Up next is This Day with David Remy Wilson. I'm Naomi Kamara. Many thanks for watching and listening.
Now story I go so. Ipadi, I want engage this weekend, so I go buy plenty new series in they don't come out. Hey, you still dey behind the encourage for you season film there. Ipadi, waiting for do. Salon no dey act season film. Who that tell you so? You know you're yet, but we own salon season film where they call Purian. Ipadi, I don't know part what you tell me so. But you dey behind. You know what? I don't forget the plate. Then go to play on AYB TV every Fridays 8 p.m. on channel 33 and every Sundays 9 p.m. on channel 34. If Salon be active with one need for the watch for in season. I think it's high time man start to promote to your salon season. You know what? It's late. I don't know. Papa, make it. Go. Me family then. Charity begins at home. Una let we promote to your local film then a salon. Watch out for Puri and TVCs on AYB television.
Inside this season film, you go no say Salon Sabi and then get for the show na in Salon Sabi TV. When AYB television every Friday on channel 33, 8 p.m. and every Sunday on channel 34, 9 p.m. So make you no left piano for waiting AYB films. Don't bring the salon.
Now story I go so.
Ipadi, I want to engage this weekend, so I go buy plenty new series in there they don't come on.
Hey, you still dey behind the encourage for you season film there.
Ipadi, wait for do. Salon no dey act season film.
Who that tell you so? You know yet, but we own Salon season film where they call Purian.
Ipadi, I don't know pass what you tell me so.
But you dey behind.
You know what? I go forget the plate.
Then go dey play on AYB TV every Fridays 8 p.m. on channel 33 and every Sundays 9 p.m. on channel 34.
Ipadi, if Salon no be active in film, what I need for the white for in season film? I think it's high time man start for promote to be own Salon season film. You know what? It's late. I don't know.
Papa,
Make it.
go. Me family then. Charity begins at home. Una let we promote your local film then a salon. Watch out for Puri and TVCs on AYB television.
Inside this season film, you go no say Salon Sabi and then get for the show na in Salon Sabi TV. When AYB television every Friday on channel 33, 8 p.m. and every Sunday on channel 34, 9 p.m. So make you no left piano for waiting AYB films. Don't bring the salon.
All right, many thanks to Naomi Kamara for bringing you this brief. This is, as usual, today's Current Affairs show that do come to you from Monday to Friday at exactly 1:15 p.m. And today is the final edition for the week. And my name is David M. Wilson. This is, as usual, today's Current Affairs show where I shall be part of the program and brings you the latest update with regards to what's happening across the country. You can join the conversation on our Facebook page, the Africa Young Voices Media Empire Facebook page, and we'll definitely find time to read them as well. In today's edition of the show, we shall be discussing the build-up ahead of the first stand-up comedian awards night to be hosted here in Sierra Leone at the Family Kingdom by the Advocacy for Children and Education in collaboration with the Sierra Leone Association of Comedians in the country. In the studio to discuss that, I've been joined by comedian Yemata. Welcome to the show, Yemata.
Yeah, I'm going to have a good day.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
And also have with me Sheku Kukube, and he's the Chief Executive Officer for the organization. Sheku, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
All right. So I'm going to start off with comedian Yemata for obvious reasons, because it's their day and we want to know how it's going to look like. And it's the first organized event that actually will be bringing all comedians together at a one night.
Yeah.
And back then it was like Yemata will come up with events today, and the following month it's Kindo, the other time is comedian Davita, and the rest of the guys. This time you guys will be under one umbrella. So how does it feel like?
Well, it's a very good one. Well, this is just the competition aside. We still maintain our various shows.
Okay.
Yeah, even mine is November 12th, just around the corner. But here we are talking about now Advocacy for Children Education, organizing the first comedy competition in the country, and the amount placed is 20 million units. So we have gone through the process. We now have the 11 contestants that made it to the final. So we are all set on that day, Family Kingdom. We are ready. Me, Desmond Benya, Davita, a lot of other comedians are on board. Even though we are also going to have featured artists that will also grace the occasion on that day. It's not just about the comedy, but legends who have made various ways to make the comedy competition a very good one as it is today. So we are going to recognize them also.
It seems to be the the pointer, you know, into the event, because if you speak to most of the comedians, they will tell you that comedian, no matter that kind of expectation is there that you're on top of situation, you know. And how it's going to look like on that? Are you under pressure?
Well, I would say yes. Also, I would say no, because you don't want to also disappoint the fans. The expectation, as earlier stated by you, that we are all set. The expectation is there. People don't want you to get them disappointed. And the fans going there on that day, like there is the notion that Yemata is there and is coming down to contest with these guys. Yeah. So if you allow them, boy, you don't are lucky. So you have to go the extra mile, keep the fans going, and make sure you maintain your peak. At least as a big man, respect yourself. Of course. You say, comedian Yemata, we expect much from man on the stage. He didn't do anything. We are not even moved. So a lot of things. And you have these young boys also coming that their plan is to disgrace big man on that day. So the devil is a liar. Every spirit of disgrace has come against it.
So on the 16th of October, so we have barely 2.5 weeks to go. And so it's at Family Kingdom. And very interesting moment. You know, comedy is one of my best events I like to watch so much. I've never missed any one of Yemata's show or, you know, any comedy. I like to watch comedy a lot because I like to laugh. Sheku creating this event, you know, for the first time. I know most people in Sierra Leone, they have actually been thinking about how can we bring these guys together. But you're quite very smart enough, you know, and find ways on how you can able to get the comedians, you know, together. And I believe it's quite a tough decision for you and your team.
Oh yes, I mean, it's a tough decision, but things that are tough are usually the most interesting ones. And I believe that as a nation, we should try our best to create platforms for growth and development for people in our country. And if we say that we are patriotic citizens, we shouldn't just keep our resources to ourselves, but try to as well invest our resources to in the human capital, which will in turn help develop the economy as a whole. So what we are doing, we're thrilled about it. And as you said, as you mentioned right now, it's a platform for growth and development for the youth and young adults interested in the field of comedy. And it's also an opportunity for them to show who is the best for in terms of comedy in that year. And this is something that we plan on doing in the subsequent years. And we hope that this platform will be a platform through which people can know that there is something that can be earned from comedy. There is something that can be achieved from comedy. And it's also a platform through which as well the contestants can you know, learn from the legends of comedy like the likes of Van Boy, the likes of J-Best, etc. You know, those are people that initiated comedy in Sweden. Remember the days of One Pot, yes, those group and those things. And so it's an opportunity for them to learn, improve on their skills, so that in the subsequent years they will be even greater than the people that they used to admire before.
Okay, so let's talk about the preparation now. So we have less than 2.5 weeks to go. On the 16th of October is the day, and it falls on Saturday, and it's going to be at Family Kingdom. So how is it going to look like in terms of people getting tickets to go and watch the event? And, you know, and what are some of the things that actually buying tickets will be actually accompanying you?
Well, so basically, in terms of the ticket purchase, we have places that we have designated for people to actually go and get their tickets. For instance, AYV Television is one point of sales of tickets, and also the SLBC Media House, the Star TV Media House. You have Mac Pharmacy, Big Brother Boutique, Fire Force, etc. But however, we also took into cognizance the fact that not everyone might have the privilege to go to these places physically for themselves. So which is why we also have contact numbers through which you can get in touch with us. You can contact us on +232 76179 in case you want to have your ticket. And you can also follow us on our social media handles and message us there on our Instagram handle, our Facebook handle, or even on our website. There's always a platform there for you to directly message us that you're interested in the show and you want to purchase your ticket, and we'll be more than willing to help you get it. So in case of people who can't get the physical tickets, we also have digital tickets in place where we can send you the digital copy, through which you can use as a pass to get into the program itself on that day. And for the preparations so far, I mean, everything has been going on as planned. I mean, we have had several meetings with the contestants, we have had meetings with the judges, and even recently, a week or two ago, we had a corporate lunch wherein the contestants, the judges, and even the members of the NGO as well as the board were all under one umbrella to just assist and know each other and see how best we can all know that we are all one, regardless of our tribe, our political side. Because when people go out there and describe who are you, they describe you as a Sierra Leonean, you understand? They don't describe you as a Kono or Mende or Timini. So this tribalism is something that we don't encourage and we frown upon immensely. And we just want to encourage inclusivity in everything that we do. And everything is in place in terms of the show itself. All we need is for people to go and support. Don't just support the comedy, support the NGO as well. You know, this thing is a very good event because the proceeds from the comedy events will be used to help children in terms of their educational needs. We are an NGO that provides school educational and supports to people living in deprived communities, children living in deprived communities, like the Kobe, Kaniko, Capton community, and institutions like the Deaf and Blind School. So you purchasing your ticket is like you indirectly helping a kid to go to school. So yeah, it's very vital for you to go support this event. It's an event that you can, have fun. It's a family event. You can take your child there. I mean, laughter is a very good medicinal cure for so many things. And I believe if you guys go there on that day, as Rimata rightly mentioned, it's not just about comedy. It's also about so many other aspects as well. It's an opportunity for you to see one Port being performing live again on stage. It's an opportunity for you to see people like the Giants of the East, where you have Agnes Bokari also going to be there, and also performing artists as well, both old and new, who are going to be there. So it's a fun-filled event, which we want to create for you to make use of. So all you need to do is to just patronize by buying your tickets, and let's go have fun on that day.
The cost of the ticket? So
the cost of the ticket is 50,000 yuans for regular, and you have 250 for bronze, 500 for silver, and 1 million yuans for gold. And we have sent, if you happen to be watching us right now, you can check us on our Instagram page on AFCSL, AFC in brackets SL, so that at least you can know what the cost of the tickets entails, like the packages for all the tickets. So at least you can know, yes, I want to go in for this ticket, I want to go in for that ticket. And the cash prize as well is something that, even though it's not that much, but it's something appreciable for a start, you understand? And we also thought it fit to as well provide a year scholarship for the winner of the event. Or if, for instance, let's say for instance, Sayo wins. Sayo doesn't have a child, so we discussed as a committee with the consent of the comedians, the 11 contestants, that if you happen to be the winner and you don't have a child, you can pass on the scholarship to your colleagues who are also part of the 11 finalist list. So yes, let's go and have fun. It's a fun thing event. The venue is Family Kingdom Resort at Badin, and this is the first of its kind ever in the history of Sierra Leone. And doing this show is not just for us to empower youth, but it's also for us to increase the image of the country in terms of the entertainment segment, and also for us to diversify the job market in the area, and job market field, because we realize that youth empowerment youth unemployment is going up exponentially. So if we as citizens of Sierra Leone try to create platforms for growth and development for people who are both literate and illiterate, and then I think it will help us in the long run in a positive way.
Okay, so let me come back to comedian Niemata. In a situation someone wake up in the morning and decide to ask comedian Niemata, can you create a joke for me? Like for instance, you're live in a television show and your phone rang. How does it look like?
It looks somewhat embarrassing anyway. All I would say, jokes is not like what the musician will say, okay, give me a cappella.
A cappella, I know.
We don't have a cappella joke. You move around with it and you live with the jokes. So it may sound embarrassing, but it depends on the calls. If it's a call that will lead to some dollars, maybe some code you need to receive, my man, tell the camera big suspender for that. Let's say this code now $100, guys. So
and so it's a phone, you know, and I believe This is a big opportunity, 20 million euros for the champion.
Yeah.
And I know, you, like you said, you're also preparing for your event.
I'm part of the event.
And you're also
I'm one
part of the event.
yeah.
Sure. And also, that could have been an easy money for you, maybe to start preparing yourself for your show.
20 million by now, at least. You and Paul Godon Miss Road, take the year around. Seriously. Yeah, and for a single man or for a single guy to just...
Are you single?
No, I'm married.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I was listening to the CEO for Advocacy for Children's Education. He said, if you happen to be the winner and you don't have a child, so I don't even want to hear that story. How can a single man win 20 million euros without a family? We are here, we have families. I have wife, I have children, I have brothers. You know, we are countrymen, then we have extended family. Even upline. Even in my village now, they know I'm contesting for this thing. So they are all praying and fasting because as it happened, no joke, they will call, what's going on? We saw you, no need to just, you don't even need to deny. Like the first day I was going for the audition, after dressing up, preparing myself very well, as I was going out, my landlord called me, said, congratulations in advance. I said, seriously? He said, well, I don't say they go for that, he didn't deny it. So as the winner, he was saying they go up. Hey, who say you don't hold 20 million? If he say they can't deny me, they pay almost. I said, winner with this, and then me said they help you in prayer and fasting. So Lord, all winner, but it's going to be a very big one, and it's a good start for the comedy industry. That's why we, as the organization, SLAC, the union, the comedy union in Sierra Leone, when they came to us with this initiative, we embraced it. It's a very good one, and we give them the support. It's first in history, and we are ready to make that history.
Okay, I know. So there are comments on our Facebook that I want you to run through quickly. Jawatimabu again say, please let me advise my brother Yemata and other comedians to be making use of the internet to reach more fans. I often see Ghanaians and Nigerian comedians on the internet, and they're very interesting. I think it's good, of course. So I think Yemata has been, you know, on
yeah, I've been trying my best,
media,
really, in my only two corner, like in the area of the TikTok.
Yeah.
The thing is going, a lot of fans are on board. But what is slowing us down here is, like, in terms of the payment.
Yeah.
The YouTube is not paying, even this TikTok is not paying. So you only need the grace of God to keep on going. Yeah. Because sometimes the money we go hold for it, you can't go buy data. Can't go put on password. They know they pay you. So it's somehow frustrating anyway, but at least we with the passion, we are trying bit by bit. Sunday somehow we know, we almost give we link here. I got the power.
Okay, I think your latest event, I think, is about you create a comedy skit with regards to the Conakry issue, the coup in Conakry, and you link it with Sierra Leone.
Yeah, that was done by Richie Obama.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Richie
I think
Obama,
it was Richie also as well.
Yeah, I did the White House. It's on TikTok now.
Okay.
I went to the golf compound and I said, this is White House.
Okay.
This is just the garden where Joe Biden used to stroll. And Sierra Leoneans were so naive. But just use faith, say, brother, don't go to White House. They say, nah, lie me, they lie. Not to white. Now me said, Tawa say, well, I don't got me concern na White House now. But you know, boy, you brother in packaging. Nigerians, they package themselves.
So Shaku, moving forward, what should we be expecting now in terms of preparation? I know there are ongoing preparation with regards to the event and how it's going to look like. I know because I believe it's going to be the first big event, you know, since we had the opening, you know, the rules, the new regulation from COVID that they've actually allowed all of us to move freely, no curfew, despite we still need to abide to the rules.
Well, I mean, people should expect the best of comedy this year, 2021, because you have the opportunity to not just see Yemata, but to see the likes of Desmond Benya, to see the likes of Sayo, the comedian, to see the likes of Sana Bing Bing, and so many other well-known comedians, stand-up comedians that you know in your country. So what you need to do, if you truly are a fan of any of these contestants that I just mentioned, this is the time for you to go and show your support. This is the time for you to go and show them the love that you claim to have for them. This is the time for you to go and show that indeed we are all Sierra Leoneans. And when it's time for Sierra Leone activities, we all are going to be there to give our support. And this is what I usually say. Poverty will one day not ever be an issue if we, as citizens of our nation, learn to support one another. Because if, for instance, I have a loaf of bread, and I share that loaf of bread with everyone on this table, no one here will ever complain to be hungry. But if I decide to be selfish or decide to be greedy in terms of that loaf of bread, then that's when people will start having difficulties in terms of the things that they need to survive. So please, I encourage you, this platform is a platform for the comedians, and you patronizing this show, you're also patronizing the comedians, and you're also patronizing our NGO, which is the Advocacy for Children's Education. So if you want to learn more about this show, please visit our Instagram page, follow us to know more, because we have so many things on board. This is not just the only show that we plan on doing that will create platforms for youth. We plan on doing so many other shows in the subsequent years. And apart from even the cash prize and the scholarship scheme, these people will also have the opportunity to have a 1-year ambassadorship deal with Star TV, and also have a free, full-paid ride trip to Country Lodge Hotel, which is one of the most exclusive hotels in Sierra Leone, for the winner and his family, immediate family to be specific.
Okay.
And for the weekend, fully paid for, and also an excursion trip within the borders of Sierra Leone. So please, on that day, I encourage and urge you all to go there, go and support this show, go and support this cause, and let's push Mama Salon before.
Thank you very much, Shaku. Comedian Matter. I know Jabati on our Facebook page, he resides all the way in US, and he likes comedy, and he feels that Comedian Matter can make him laugh.
Wow.
Yes.
Ask him, is he going to pay me?
I'm sure he's going to pay you. We'll send the money to you.
So most of the time, really, when we move with these musicians, I don't know, the way they praise them is quite different. Is it like of Emerson, Ackman, and others? Say, wow, this musician, look at this musician. But comedians, wherever we are, people always say, this is a comedian, do I pack swear? It gets bad, they make it laugh. That's a praise out. That's the way you add more plus to people. But however, we are trying our best. We are trying to keep the entertainment going. The WAS is around the corner, and the ACC is doing the raid, at least just to make sure the right thing is being done. But however, it's not easy. Telling you, like when we were in college, the spy business is not easy. And for it, post we get cross the eye for spy. Because get for the watch, you don't know side the watch. So that kind of post here, I just say the Lord be with you. Let's spy. And we begin our friend, in fact, where it is spy, they call him vigilator, tell her, I want to observe that person there. Then they look at something. So they don't take your attention from my you don't comfortably. The high criminal, they spy. Anyway, Salon don't pull close because we honorable now all the play maker in the area. We say honorable you again, so we not forget now tie to left. Placing with 732 for me. So we keep it going. We keep it going.
October 16, please guys, go and support this cause, and follow us on our social media handle AFC_SL. AFC_SL.
Right. So go to Family Kingdom on October 16 and support the project, as you know, in Sierra Leone, the first stand-up comedian awards night at Family Kingdom. It's going to fall on Saturday, the 16th of October, 2021. So we have less than 2.5 weeks to go, and you can, purchase your ticket here at AYV for 50,000 leones, regular or general, and also 250,000 leones, 500,000 leones, and also 1 million leones. So each package or each ticket has its own unique package, of course.
The 250,000 euros, you have a table, you have a food, a full meal of food, a full meal rather, a round of drink and also water. The 500,000 euros, you have a good table view seat, and you also have like 2 rounds of drinks of your choice, and a bottle of water, and you have a free photo shoot of yourself and any of the contestants or performers that will be there on that day, and you also have a take-home souvenir as well. And the 1 million euros as well is the 1 million euros comprises of everything. The front row seats, you have
food,
dessert. The food is a full meal, course meal.
Okay.
You have the main meal, you have the dessert, you have wine, You have soft, you have the opportunity to take even alcohol if you drink alcohol, and you have a chance to have a bottle of water, a take-home souvenir, unlimited photo shoot. So it's a full ride package for you. And please make use of the opportunity and follow us on our social media handles to know more.
Okay, thank you very much, Shaku, and also comedian Yemata. And Jabati said you should not leave the studio, but I need to allow you to go. You need to find some money because it's a weekend. And you are a family man as well.
Sure,
I know.
sure.
But I believe you have some money in your pocket also too.
You mean Jabati want to send, but you want to say I'm okay?
Yes,
So
I've already told him to wait because you are strong enough.
No, the devil is a liar. Jabati said now, I don't like the thing.
Thank you very much, comedian Yemata and Shaku as well. So we'll go for a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the 117 years of the Albert Academy. And we shall be right back.
Get all your breaking, factual, and balanced local and international news from AYV Direct to your mobile phone via SMS. To subscribe on AfriCell, send star to 298 and stay connected for only 300 leones per day. Get all your breaking, factual.
Hey, buddy, now story I better go so.
Hey, buddy, I want to engage this weekend, so I go buy plenty new series in they don't come out.
Hey, you still dey behind the encourage for you season film there.
Hey, buddy, wait for do. Salon not the act season film.
Who that tell you so? You know you're yet, but we own salon season film where they call Purian.
Hey, buddy, I don't know pass what you tell me so.
But you dey behind.
You know what? I will forget the plate.
Then go to play on AYV TV every Fridays 8 p.m. on channel 33 and every Sundays 9 p.m. on channel 34.
But if Salon be active with one need for the watch for in season film. I think it's item master for promote to be your salon season film. You know what? It's late. I don't know.
Papa,
make it.
Go. Me family then. Charity begins at home. Una let we promote to your local film then and salon. Watch out for Puri and TV series on AYV television.
Inside this season film, you go no say Salon Sabi and then get for the show na in Salon Sabi TV. When AYV television every Friday on channel 33, 8 p.m. and every Sunday on channel 34, 9 p.m. So make you no left piano for waiting AYV films. Don't bring the salon.
All right, and that was our first conversation with regards to the comedy show that we held on the 16th of October this year. And now into another conversation, we're going to talk about the 117 years of the Albert Academy. And in the studio, I've been joined by Bismarck Coker, and he's a member of the committee. Bismarck, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, and I also have with me lawyer Joseph Amara. He's also here to talk about the Salon Kids Got Talent and their events that we held this year in preparation to create more opportunities for young kids in the country. Lawyer Joseph Amara, welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome everyone.
Okay, okay. So I'm going to start with you, Bismarck. And 117 years of the Albert Academy. How does it feel, you know, you guys celebrating 117 years?
It feels good. It feels good. 170 years of existence since the Albert Academy was founded in 1904 by the late Reverend Ira E. Albert along the Shingebumpe River in the provinces and later relocated to Freetown. The Albert Academy has thrived and stood the test of time in producing excellent academic performance in terms of educational delivery in Sierra Leone and beyond. We have prominent and influential academicians serving this country and the world at large. Wherever you go, you find academicians there delivering best what we are taught at the Albert Academy, where we are prepared for life's road. And so this year, October 4th, which is Founders Day, we will be celebrating our 117th anniversary at the school ground.
I know last year we talked about reform, and
yes.
there were some reform process going on with regards to structuring the school and ensure that it meets the standards again that the school was set up for. How far you guys have gone with that?
Well, we are progressing on that. Firstly, what we did was to develop a strategic plan for the Albert Academy. In contemporary times, any achievable project you want to undertake must have a guide, a roadmap that will tell you where you want to go, and that will guide you as to track your progress of where you are at, where you are coming from, the challenges you are facing. You keep reviewing those indicators to see if you are achieving your targets or your goals, or you are lagging behind, and then you find ways to address the challenges you're facing. So we developed a strategic plan for 4 years that will span from this year, 2021, on to 2025. And at the end of 2025, we're expecting that this school will go to 1 shift. So we are building infrastructure within the school. And as we celebrate 117th years anniversary, we have prioritized, firstly, to undertake the paving of the grounds of the school, which will be launched on the Monday, the 4th of October, 2021, when we'll be celebrating our 117th anniversary. Not just that, but academically, we've also realized that at a point in time, the school was overpopulated, but we have drastically reduced that to ensure quality standard in a conducive learning environment to admit and accommodate only 50 pupils per class. And we have, for last academic year, we started with 7 classrooms. And as they progress promotionally, we have fused them into 6 classrooms. So those who do not meet the pass requirements of 60% or 55 to 60% to repeat, we ask them to transfer to another school.
Okay, and so that's part of the structuring you guys are engaging now. So I know the activities is quite jam-packed, yes, for the 117 years as well. So you want to take us through the activities? I know you also have polo to sell out and other things as well of Albert Academy as you guys celebrating your 117.
Yes, thank you very much. Lined up activities for the celebration of this year's 117th anniversary will start on Saturday, the 2nd of October, with a sponsored walk from the Shaka Stevens Lodge at Brookfields, just after Chicken Town, after International School. The next school, the next building, which is the Shaka Stevens Lodge, that's where we'll converge. Okay. It's the property of the Albert Academy. That's where we'll converge, and then we'll process to Lumley Beach Road, in between Jala Venue and Jigibonta. That's where we'll disperse and have a refreshing from the sea breeze and interaction with friends, colleagues, pupils of the Albert Academy family, to kickstart the celebrations. And then on Monday, the 4th of October, we'll be having our Founders Day, flag raising ceremony at the campus, the compound up Berry Street. And then on Sunday, the 10th, Saturday, the 9th of October, we'll also be having a celebration, the 90th celebration of the Scouts of the Albert Academy. Okay. They turned 90 last year, 2020, but due to the COVID restriction, they were not able to celebrate. But now that the restrictions have been relaxed and lifted, we have incorporated their 90th celebration in this year's 117. And so on Saturday, the 9th of October, the Scouts will be having their investiture ceremony at the Albert Academy. And then on Sunday, the 10th of October, we'll have the Grand Thanksgiving service at the King Memorial United Methodist Church at Godrich Street, Regent Road. And then also, immediately after the service, we'll process through the streets. But qualifications for the celebrations have to do with part of the souvenir items. You can see I'm fully dressed up. I'm in the celebration mood. So for the sponsored walk, your qualification is the wristband, which goes for 20,000 leones. And it's part of fundraising towards the paving of the school grounds, which will be installed with multi-purpose mobile sports center and also upgrading of the Justice Abu King Garden to give it a befitting outlook and conducive environment within the compound of the school. So once anyone enters the compound, you know this is the Great Albert Academy. So for the sponsored work, your qualification is the wristband 20,000 leones. Part of that has to do with the cap and t-shirt, which the cap is 60,000 leones. The t-shirt, Lacoste, is 150,000. The round neck is 50,000 leones. And also there is another color, which is the red. You know our colors is red, white, and gray. But for this year, we are only doing red and white. And so the round neck is 50,000. The Lacoste is 150,000. The cap is 60,000. Wristband qualification for sponsored work is 20,000. And of course, Monday, which is the Founders Day, and Sunday, the 10th, which is the Thanksgiving, with qualification for you to partake and be part of the celebration on the 4th and the 10th, which is the Founders Day and the Thanksgiving, has to do with the follow-up of the rules of NACOVAC. We know the restrictions have been relaxed, but the reality is COVID is still around. So part of the requirement is that you have to have your face masks, which is 20,000, which is also another requirement for the sponsored work. And in addition to that, we'll be having a normal rosette, which will also go for 50,000 leones. And all of these are fundraising drive towards supporting the school to pave the ground.
All right, so I'm going to come back to Bismarck. So let me bring in Lawyer Amara. The Salon Kids Got Talent going to organize the event. And where we are in terms of preparation. The last time I hosted Madam Nafisatu, and she spoke about the preparation and the event and the star prize is quite a huge one this time.
Thank you very much for such a wonderful platform being set for all Sierra Leoneans, especially for the kids of this nation. When it comes to Grace Facility, specifically the Salon Kids Got Talent, it is not our first time that we have been hosting a national program for children. Having the fact that we noticed that children needed to be given the opportunity to showcase what their talents to the nation as a whole and the world at large. So Salon Kids Got Talent has been putting up this from 2017, and this will be our fourth program, an audition which Sierra Leone Kids Got Talent will be hosting. In preparation for this particular year's program, we intend to go nationwide, as we did the other time before the advent of this COVID, which has stifled us for some while. So in respect of that, we wish to have several auditions for starting from the north, which is going to be in Potuloko district, and that is going to be on the 2nd and the 3rd of October. And from that point, it's going to be hosted at the EBK University Auditorium. Then we come down to the south in Bowtown, where the UCC School Hall. That will be the 9th and the 10th. And also, we'll come to Kenema, that's for the east. We have the 16th and the 17th October in the Holy Trinity Hall. And also, we come to Makeni, the St. Francis School Hall, which will be on the 23rd and the 24th, respectively. And after that, we intend to come to Freetown, which is the capital city, and see how best we can do the same and replicate what we will have already done at the provinces. On the 30th October will be the time for the central part of Freetown, which will be hosted at FSSG School Hall, and the 13th November, the eastern part of Freetown and that of the rural district will have their own program at St. Helena School Hall. And the 22nd of November will be the final audition for Freetown, which is going to take place at G's Ministry at Lumley. After which we'll go forward to have the semi-final, which will be on the 26th of December at the National Stadium Volleyball and Tennis Court. And finally, we'll come to our main event. So for the time being, these are some of this is the calendar or the agenda that we have to see how best we can incorporate these children and to see how best they can exhibit their talent and bring them together and show that Sierra Leoneans are not left out, more especially the children, which have so much endowed. And this is what we have been doing, as you rightly made mention of, Madam Nafisatu. She is the visionary of this particular project, and she had been pushing it with the help of so many other people who had been there to raise a hand. And I believe this particular year will be one of its kind, because as you made mention of the prizes which are set for this particular year, for the first prize, the winner is going to have $1,000, which has never happened in the history of this nation with regards to children involvement in showcasing their talent. And the second prize is going to be $700, and the third prize is going to be $500. Irrespective of this one, there are other packages which are set for these kids who will emerge as winners in these diverse categories, and also for those who will be participating in just by getting your form and being part of this particular program. We hand you a certificate of participation. For instance, the form, we raised the bar a little bit to 50,000 euros for you to have the form. The forms are available in most of the secondary school, and also in our office, Grace Facility Services, office at 37 Sanders Street. You can have the form there and make your kids become part of this particular program and see that Sierra Leone also become part of those kids who are used to show their talent in other places.
Okay, and the form is available now for 50,000
At 50,000,
yes, and across the country you can get it.
Across the country, everywhere you can have a copy of it.
Okay, it's great. I know, and like I asked initially about the preparation, and which I believe presently you guys are planning for the audition, and where forms will be sold to these kids. Are their parents going to bought the form, or how it's going to look like?
More especially, it's going to be the parents having the forms on behalf of their kids or what. Because we know when we do organize program for kids, you know, you'll be expecting the parent to be in attendance as well. So they will be getting it. And also, there is a particular requirement that the parent has to give his or her consent to any child that's going to participate in this particular program. Because we don't want to do a particular program that will not hand us the respect, and we know, like me sitting here, we know, of course, the capacity of which I am, we fully respect the laws of the land, so we take those things into cognizance.
Okay, so what is the age of the of this child that actually going to participate into this competition? Are there age limits?
Yes, there is an age limit. We would have loved for kids from 1 and above, but consider the fact for us to control those ones. So we intend having kids from 3 to 17 years as part of the Child Rights Act. We only excluded the 1 and 2 years of age, because consider the fact of we have support of managing those kind of kids within that age. So from 3 to 17 years, we'll hand you the opportunity of you showcasing your talent in this all-important
It's going to be a category, like for instance, those who are 3 years, I believe they will not be able to compete with those who are 17 years. And how is it going to look like?
I had been part of this program since 2018, and you can see amazing talent. In fact, when it comes to talent, you need not mention age. For instance, let's take the football scene as a case study. You see a 17-year-old kids playing for big clubs, playing among those who are 30 or whatsoever the situation may be. And they are doing well. So it is left with the talent that the kids can showcase. So we are not going to categorize them as per age, but it's open. If your kid can sing or can dance or can do whatever talent that he or she knows that she has, why not allow them? So we are not going to categorize them. They are going to do their categorization for themselves, in the sense by them showcasing what they have. We are not going to tell you this is what you should do.
Okay, so let me go through some few messages on our Facebook page, and there are so many of them. Richard Ali says, yes, the time of the year when daughters and sons of our great schools school come together to celebrate excellence. Prezo Bizo, we are with you in this. Richard Aliyu, class of 2010. Emil Domaigo is saying we're going to paint the state of Freetown red. Boom. And it's from Dr. Domai. And Jawatima again saying, my soul, it says, may the soul of my former teacher rest in peace, Mr. Kolka, Albert Academy all the way. Is from Jabati Mambo. Jabati Mambo again is saying, yes, good idea. You need to do the ground pavement. It's been a long time now. Daniel says we are expecting the unveiling of our great school anniversary celebration, Albert Academy. These are the few comments. There are so many of them. All of them are complimenting messages with regards to Albert Academy today. So, Bisman, as we round up, you want to display some of the colors, for the Lacoste and the round neck, the hat, the cap.
Okay. Thank you again for this opportunity to showcase the brand of the Albert Academy on AYV, winner in Salon Sabi. This is the face mask. It goes for 20,000 leons. This is the cap for 60,000 leons. And this is the round neck t-shirt that goes for 50,000 leons. These are the Lacoste. We have two colors, both the red and the white, for 150,000 leons.
Each?
Yes, each, 150,000 each. And then we have the car hangers that goes for 100,000 leons. So these are the souvenir items that the 117 celebration is showcasing as a brand for all academicians, both in and out of the country. We are calling on you to come and celebrate with us as we reposition the Albert Academy for academic excellence.
Okay, so where can they, purchase these goods?
Yeah. So souvenir items are available at the Albert Academy, Berry Street, and also at Kababoga Restaurant at Shaka Stevens Street, opposite Mercury office, in between Charlotte Street and House Street.
Okay, thank you very much, Bismarck, and to lawyer Joseph Amara. And moving forward, should be expecting. I hope we'll continue to host you guys to talk about the process, how you are moving. And this stage is the audition and qualification, and as well.
Yeah. So like I said, let me just reiterate the different places where one will be part of this particular program. For if you are living in Potloko district, you can go for the October 2nd and 3rd, which will be in the EBK Hall, University Auditorium. And also, if you are living in Bo Town, the UCC School Hall, which will be the 9th to the 10th of October, and the 16th and 17th of October, Kenema, the Holy Trinity Hall, and the 23rd and 24th will be in Makeni St. Francis School Hall. And also for Freetown, it will be in the central part of Freetown, the 30th, which will be in the FSSG School Hall. And the 13th November, the Eastern and Rural District area will be St. Helena School Hall. And on the 27th will be the final audition for Freetown, which will be in G's Ministry Hall, Lumley. And the semi-final, the 26th, at the National Stadium Volleyball and Tennis Court. And finally, the grand final, which will take place on the 1st of January 2022 at the Radisson Blu Hall Garden at Aberdeen. So you can be part of any of these, and we look forward to have a multiple of these kids coming to showcase their talent.
Okay, thank you very much, Bismarck, and also lawyer Amara, for being part of the show. And this will bring to an end this edition of News and Current Affairs Show this day. And this day will return to you again on Monday at exactly 1:15. And I've been your presenter, David Kemi Wilson. Many thanks to my producers and technical team. Till Monday, do have a lovely weekend, and bye for now. Good afternoon.